Hi friends, welcome back to Spoonful, and today we're getting into how wonderful the first semester of this school year has been. I got my cup of joe and I'm ready to get started. I will go ahead and link to the top what the curriculum choices were for the 2025-26 school year. But right now we're going over exactly what we have tackled this school year and how much fun it has been for not only myself, but my son, because it's his education, not mine. It is very important for children to learn financial literacy, and as a tax accountant of over 20 years, I can tell you now that so many financial struggles as adults should have been rectified when children were little. And so I picked this up, Financial Literacy. This is an Evermore book. This book is pretty simple, straightforward. It's fun little activities. It goes beyond learning how to count money. So if your child is still in that stage, this this grade 2 book may not be for you. My son already knows how to count money. He already knows how to add money, like $2.50 plus $3.75. He knows how to add that. This is getting them to think logically of money. So they have different little activities. I saved this for the second semester when he has spent some time actually earning his commissions, earning money from us. And now that he has gotten birthday money, Christmas money, and chore money, he is ready to start learning.
Sorry guys, that's my Lego table.
Go ahead. He is now ready to start learning how to use that money for his own goods. So this will be added to the morning basket once a week. And I'm pretty sure this will carry over into the weekends because that's when we do
Can I go watch
more
TV?
management. Yes. So this will begin second semester.
All right.
Let's get into mathematics. We started the year off with Singapore math, the second grade. We were trying to finish up from last semester. And for some reason, once again, it got complicated for him. I think the speed in which it went from learning the subject to learning how to do mental math, that portion went too fast for him. So we went back to trusty old Matthew C. This is beta. We began this beginning of last year, 2024 semester, and end up in tears in 2 weeks. And all of a sudden I pulled this back out in 2025 semester and no tears. Matter of fact, tears when I brought Singapore out. What is going on with children? I have no clue. But to say the least, he sped through this book so fast. I think he only has 6 lessons left. 6 lessons left of the beta book, and then I need to order the next book. I gave him the choice, just like I did last time. You want 3rd grade Singapore, or you want the 3rd grade or 3rd level of Matthew C? He chose Matthew C, so we will be ordering that in January. But I'm telling you guys, between those 2 books, it has driven me nuts. I'm going to have to eventually get him to choose one, so I don't have to keep buying both. But whatever works for the moment, that's what we're going to do, which possibly means buying both every single school year. All right, let's move on to the next subject, which is language arts. And with language arts, we use the Christian Light Education. We finished language arts number 1. This curriculum was completed somewhere around, I would say the 1st of October, maybe the end of September. He only had 2 little booklets left to go. It's my son, little crazy guy, pencil. This household, we school 4 days a week with language arts. The 5th day is taken up at a co-op where they have a different language arts program that he does their spelling and reading components. So this curriculum right here, right now is suffice. It does the job. All right, friends, next we're going to get into science. This year, the co-op chose BJU Science 4 for the 3rd and 4th grade students that work together. I thought I was going to really love this book. And I'll give you some of the reasons why. All right, so number one, this curriculum is colorful. Lots of beautiful pictures. These pictures tend to be lifelike, and then they also have some that are drawn or digital pictures. They're labeled. You have little tags off to the side to say what something is. It's descriptive. I thought we were really going to enjoy it. It has this little section here called Try It Yourself, which is a little activity you can do. You got to make sure it lines up with nature and weather sometimes. But I thought it was going to be wonderful. The exploration page gave you a little bit of an experiment to get into that was pretty more in depth than the Try It Yourself section. And then another thing that I totally loved about it was the STEM career portion. And that way my son got to see that something you love, especially when it comes to animals, there is a paying job with it. Now, that is the textbook, and this portion makes the curriculum come to life. It is so much fun. The problem is the workbook that is attached to this curriculum. The point of a workbook is to help the child to regurgitate information that they have learned, get it down on paper. However, it is drier than a desert sun. This is the activities booklet. This activities booklet is very dry. I know I might gonna get some slack on this. Hear me out. My mother is a science teacher, over 15-20 years of teaching middle school science. And one thing that is for sure, science does have a dry component to it. Everybody thinks of all the fun experiments, but in order to do that experiment, you have to understand the vocabulary. You have to understand the actual lesson before you just go pouring, dumping, picking, prodding. I totally understand it. I totally get it. But I was just kind of surprised at how quickly that format was going to take over. The way this BJU curriculum is set up, you have a study guide. This study guide gives vocabulary and then a pretty much easy matching. It's easy because my son can do it. It's boring because it's literally just read the word and find the word and matches. And that is not as fun to my son. This material does get turned into the co-op right before they start their activity. So he kind of has to do it to show proof that he understood it at home so he can do the activity in class. We do have the option at the co-op to not do it at all, but that defeats the purpose of him being in the co-op. If I was going to do it my way, I could just keep him at home. We wouldn't have to do the co-op. So yeah, it's a little bit of schooling in there where, yeah, you got to get it done. But because of that, it is boring. They still carry pretty pictures in it, but again, more writing, which children at this young age, early elementary, they fight the writing. And I totally understand it from a psychological standpoint. It is a lot of information to get from here out into your hands. They are very used to thinking it and speaking it, but to get to think it and write it so that it makes sense, it is a lot to tug on the brain, and I totally get it. But after all, that's what this curriculum is all about. And then the exploration page matches the textbook, and this is where the experiment comes into play. His co-op makes sure to do an experiment every single week, so that brings the fun part to it. But unfortunately, just at home, when we have to get that study guide portion done, all those questions, all that writing, that's where it got quite boring. So I am spinning my wheels during this holiday season of what is it that I can do to help the at-home portion be a little bit more fun, to bring this book to life, because it sucks that he only gets to have fun at the co-op and then it's like drudgery at home just to fill out that study guide portion. BJU, please know that children, they love this more. And yes, they have to understand the information, but we gotta find a way to make it a little bit more fun for the young kids. Help that study guide portion out. Right. Social studies. This has been the best subject all semester long. We have worked with a friend and we are walking through the adventures and U.S. history. This is the My Father's World curriculum. Love it, love it, love it. We have had so much fun with this curriculum. I was able to pick up history pockets. I have the Colonial American and I believe the other one is Native American that we finished through. We have matched these activities up with the teacher's guide of the My Father's World and have had so much fun. The kids have made their own towns and visit things. We even went out to Jamestown, Virginia as a field trip. So much fun. We are now creeping into the middle portion of this curriculum where they are going to start learning the 13 colonies and into the states. We have truly enjoyed the suggested read alouds. We did one replacement that has Sarah Witcher's story, and we changed that to Little House in the Big Woods, because next they're going to get into Farmer Boy, and I thought it'll be perfect that they have the introduction prior to that. But oh my goodness, so much fun. So we will keep going. They have songs that are added into this curriculum. We do not use the Bible portion of this curriculum right now, and after we got pretty much a good month in, I wish I had. I really liked the lesson that was involved in this, where they're learning the different names of Jesus and how that name shows up in the Bible and fun little activities. So I probably won't let it go. I might actually bring this out and do the Bible portion next school year, but we will see. I've been looking at their 4th grade curriculum. What they have for 3rd grade, he did last year, and this is technically the 2nd grade curriculum that he's doing his 3rd grade year. So next year, I've been looking at their 4th grade curriculum to see, do I want him to jump into that for next school year? But I was pleasantly surprised with the layout and the format of My Father's World. I love how it has worked, and you bring in so much together and it's less work. But this My Father's World has been so much fun, and I cannot wait to finish out the school year with it as we trudge no, because it's not even bad, as we explore the 50 states over the next 5 months. Japanese and art are the 2 subjects that we use to round out the day. We took a huge break from Halloween all the way through the rest of the year on Japanese because things got so bogged down with science. I'm telling you guys, science it hit us. And so the fun subjects had to take a back seat, and I can't make art take a back seat because my son does it when he wakes up in the morning. So I don't even have to teach art. He loves it, plus it's at his co-op. But Japanese ended up taking a back seat. His curriculum that we've been working through is Junkenpoi, and which translates to rock, paper, scissors. And this curriculum has been great. It's a very easy curriculum. Even if you cannot speak the language, I think you should be able to at least provide some activities in this curriculum for your kid to do. Picking Junkenpoi back up, and we will be walking through it for fun little activities, and then making sure that we get it back into the curriculum in the 2nd semester of the year. My goal is for him to at least have greetings, alphabet, colors, name of objects and animals, excuse me, down pat by the end of summer. Language is a building block, and if he doesn't have access to constantly practice it, he will forget it, and so will I. So I totally get it. It's just I want the exposure there. That's what matters the most. So yes to foreign language, and we will pick it back up. So how has it been for you guys? Have you loved it? Has it been a rough time? We did take a good solid 2 weeks in November after the passing of my grandmother to barely do anything. If you missed that video, I'll link it up here above. But we took our time to just straight up relax and figure out our up from our down, our left from our right, and do the bare minimum possible. And that not only helped me to center myself and get ready for the holiday season, but it also has helped now that we are creeping into the second semester. I can approach work a little more vigorously, knowing that I have that time to relax. So what I'm going to finish doing for the rest of this holiday break is sort through all of his old papers, pick out what he needs for his end of the year portfolio, donate the rest back to recycling, and then start working on lesson planning for January. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Hit the like and subscribe button and tell me definitely how your first semester has gone in your homeschool. Until next time, guys, take care. Bye.